In this video, we are going to learn the basics of video production that will help you enhance your content creation. Well, there are different things which we need to look into once we talk about filming or making our videos. Well, the quality of video starts with the right equipment. While you do not need the most expensive gear, choosing equipment that fits your needs and budget is crucial. First is camera options. Whether you have a smartphone camera or DSLR camera, that doesn't make much of a difference. Modern smartphones today have high quality cameras that are perfect for beginners. You can use additional accessories like tripods and external lenses to improve stability and quality. Also, DSLR or mirrorless cameras offer superior video quality and more control over settings like aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. For example, a Canon M50 or Sony Alpha 6400 is a good starting point for vloggers and YouTubers. Also, selecting a microphone such as a lavalier microphone or a shotgun microphone are very helpful because these mics are good for interview and taking head videos. The shotgun microphone is ideal for recording high quality directional audio. They attach to your camera and reduce the background noise. For example, a Rode Video Mic Pro is a popular choice among content creators. Lighting plays a very important role. Natural lighting is the key to get good videos. Position yourself facing to the light and avoid harsh shadows. Also, you need to have good lighting equipments with you, such as the ring lights and soft boxes. These provide soft lighting for a professional look. You can use a ring light for filtering effects or soft boxes more to control over the lighting angles. For example, a ring light or a Lumo Studio softbox lighting kit will be a good budget-friendly option. Also, you need to set up your filming space, the place where you're going to create the videos. Your filming environment plays a significant role in the quality of your video. Ensure that your space is quiet, well lit up, and free from distraction. If you talk about background, you can choose a clean, uncluttered background that complements your topic. Avoid busy or overly complex backgrounds that can distract viewers. For example, a tutorial video, use a solid color background or a well-organized workspace that reflects your brand. If we talk about the lighting setup, use a 3-point lighting setup for best results: key light, fill light, and backlight. The key light is your main source, placed at 45-degree angle from the camera. The fill light reduces the shadows and the backlight separates you from the background. Also, the camera positioning plays a very important role. Position the camera at eye levels to create a natural, engaging perspective. Use a tripod to ensure steady shots and avoid handheld camera shakes. For example, if you're taking a head video, keep the camera slightly above the eye level and tilt it down for a flattening angle. Let me give you certain filming tips for high quality visuals. First is to measure a few key filming techniques. This will significantly improve the quality of your videos. The first thing is framing and composition. Use the rule of third to frame your shot. Imagine a grid over your screen. Place your subject along the intersecting lines for a balanced and visually appealing composition. For example, in an interview setup, position the subject slightly off center facing into the frame. Also, the focus and exposure plays a very important role. Ensure your subject is in sharp focus with the background slightly blurred to create the depth. Adjust exposure setting to avoid overexposed, too bright, or underexposed, too dark footage. For example, for outdoor shoots, use the exposure lock feature on your smartphone or manual settings on a DSLR to maintain consistent lighting. Also, stability and movement is a very important parameter wherein you can use a tripod or a stabilizer to avoid shaky footage. For dynamic shoots, use smooth controlled movements like panning slowly from left to right. So whenever you're demonstrating a product, use a slow pan to showcase the item from different angles. Also, there are basic editing techniques for beginners wherein you can, editing is wherever your video comes to life. Even simple editing techniques can transform raw footage into a polished and engaging content. So once you're doing editing, just try to cut out the unnecessary part in the videos. Use jump cuts to maintain viewer interest and highlight the key points. Also, you can add transitions like fades or cross dissolves to smooth out the changes between the scene. Avoid overusing flashy effects as they can distract the audience and your message. Incorporate text and graphics, text overlays, lower third graphics to emphasize important points or provide additional information. Also, color correction in audio enhancement is a very important concept in editing, which you can learn through different videos on YouTube. Also, there are certain tips for improving video quality, that is, improve your video production skills by learning and doing more of practice. The more practice you do, the better you'll become. Upgrade your equipment gradually, not initially. Experiment with different formats. Also study successful creators who are good at editing. Try to learn all these skills so that you become a complete content creator. So I hope you are going to use this knowledge to become a better content